Hello everyone. Well, another video. I hope you don't get bored. Today for this video, I will be doing a little bit more of a serious video. So no more jumping up and down, no fidgeting, and it's gonna be something about you know um, my violin. My violin. Where is it? Here, actually. Let me just take it out for a second. So here. So this here, right in here, maybe I'll cause a little bit of controversy, but this here is gonna be like my, my biggest financial assets. And what is a financial asset, you may ask, but something like, I think it would be like something that puts money in. And we all heard the saying that money you can't earn a living. Money you can't earn a living, something like that, something along those lines. Like you cannot find a job with music, something like that. But what I'm here about to say is that money builds financial discipline. Okay, because if you're looking at, because people when they see musicians, they think it's all fun and easy, okay, when they're performing, but they don't see all the hard work that goes in it. Just like how people see wealthy people, they think they got their money easily. But let me tell you, nothing is really easy. So when you're playing the violin, let's say the G scale, for example, you really need to figure out which. So here, let's do another show and tell here. So let me just take this out again. So here, and each point really makes a different sound. So for example, the B is right here, but if you go a little bit a millimeter like further or back, it does not match the B on the piano. And so what I have to do every day, and a lot of violinists have to do, is to practice their scales many hours to make sure that what you're pressing on is really matches what it sounds. So for example, this one. So here. So it's a different sound. So we have to match it pitch perfect, and it takes many hours of hard work. And how does this tie in with making money? Well, if you're talking about like the investing, for example, like long-term investments, not short-term gambling, but long-term investment is gonna be like being boring and making good boring financial habits over and over again. Okay, it takes, for example, making a budget or investing long term, like every month, automatic payments into your accounts every month. That takes boredom. It takes discipline. So every time I feel like I'm playing on the scale, every time I'm playing something that needs to be pitch perfect, we do it very slow. We do it extremely slow. It takes many hours. It trades feeling bored, doing something over and over again. Same thing over and over again for many hours. It really takes focus and it takes discipline. And perhaps it's not for everyone. So playing the violin, I sometimes wonder if this is for me, but I think the violin this is definitely for me. And you know, this is something I love to do. So yeah, what was I about to say? So if you're not investing, like go try your best to invest. So this here, so in traditional sense, maybe the music cannot make a living, but what the process of disciplining yourself is a big financial asset, because you see many people and they don't take boredom. They don't. They have to do impulse buying all the time, like impulse buying this and that, luxury clothes, luxury items. And I think I talked about in previous YouTube videos. It's like buying a car, especially men. I'm not saying about women too, but there's something about new cars that really excite men in general. Maybe I'm not your traditional every type man, but it really there's sometimes these cars really excite men for some reason. New cars, and I just don't get the hype behind it. But this violin, it costs 8,000 Canadian dollars. So, do you think this is a good purchase? Well, people who don't play music, may say that it's not a very good purchase. But for people like me, like you understand the technique, you understand the value behind this 8,000, because these don't go out of tune easily. You don't have to fine tune it all the time. So this is I think I made a good purchase for this one. So I think it makes you content. Boredom is not unhealthy in some ways, like because people, like a lot of people are like finicky, and then they need to do this and they do that, and they need to have the newest things. But I guess for me, the violin makes me very happy, and I think that being content and happy without these new experiences is what's gonna make me from middle class to really like to top class. And hopefully with this wealth that I can finally, because being wealthy is gonna elevate me to being naturally more generous to people, because at the end of the day, you can't care about other people when you don't even have the financial backbone to do so. And so YouTube video, I know that I said a lot of ums and this is lots of quiet noise, but hopefully there's something about this today's video that's gonna make people hear the message, like for example, I'm preaching to everyone, like people out there somewhere can hear what I have to say. Yeah, so check out my other videos.